Hello everyone, it is now Tuesday afternoon. Just picked up little boy Blue, who jumped in the car all excited and said, I'm gonna write a book. And then my mom...
It's a comic.
Yes, it is a comic.
Called Where Are My Pants? Is it this way or is it... Oh, okay, this way.
He came up with it on his own. So he's making his little comic. And apparently they're having a market at the school.
Yeah, we're having a market.
Will you stop jumping around like an obstacle course? This dog is so hyper. Anyway, he said that they have little things that they can sell. So yesterday he made a big drawing of stuff, and I made him 10 copies. So he's going to put those out and sell them with his friend. But anyway, back to the point of him writing his first comic book. Mom goes, he goes, Grammy, I'm going to read this book. And he was trying to tell her about it. And she goes, she's moving the car back and forth because she can't park. So we came in the house. But she says, so we're going to have a comedian in the family. You're going to have to invite us to the show. No, that makes you a comic artist or a writer, novelist even later. Why would she go straight from comic book writer to comedian, but you got to invite us to your shows later? She's so strange. Totally forgot to tell you guys about the TTC update. The doctor, when I was at the hospital, had recommended progesterone as one of the things that you can use to stop heavy bleeding. And I really didn't want to use that because technically you won't bleed at all until you stop using it. Sounds great, doesn't it? Except for the fact that I don't want to mess with my hormones. But because I'm having this just like light bleeding and then nothing, and thought maybe I saw some very faint lines on the test, but it's probably evap lines. We stopped at GNC and I picked up this box, if you can see it, of women's progesterone cream. And basically you just rub it into your skin. It says rub it into your hands, but hands and body. And I was like, because you just use a pea-size amount, a quarter teaspoon. So it lasts for a while. It used to be $45 when I bought it at another store. GNC has it for $13.50. Much better deal. So anyway, I stopped and got that, put that on because this spotting, stopping thing. And then I was like stressing myself and straining and looking at these tests because you start doing all this crazy stuff when you've been trying to conceive for a long time. So anyway, I went and got the progesterone cream just in case, because even if there was something like a pregnancy, a lot of times you can have your chemicals and lose it because of having low progesterone. Your body can just not really pay. I mean, HCG should keep you from. My door slams every time the air conditioning comes on. HCG is supposed to tell the body, hey, there's a baby in here. Don't do anything. But if your progesterone levels are not high enough, that's also needed to sustain the pregnancy. So even if it's not for that, she recommended it because I don't have a primary doctor still, because my insurance changed again and assigned me to someone who is nowhere near this place. So anyway, she recommended progesterone was one of the things she recommended, so I went and got the cream. I don't think I would do the rubbing it in your hands thing. The only reason I say that is because I did do it in the car and then I thought about it. I wash my hands at least 20 to 30 times a day. Anytime I touch the dogs, anytime I go and make food, anytime I am working with art stuff or any of that. It's not obsessively washing it. I just don't want, my skin is sensitive on my face. And if I touch my face, next thing you know, I got hives. So I try to wash my hands after everything I'm doing, especially cooking. So let me flip this around. All right, let's see if we can adjust the light here. So basically, these were the tests I did very early on, like maybe 8 or 9 DPO. This one is probably somewhere in the same range. See on 4 where I can see that second line there? Can you see it? I got my flash on. There it is. Trying to hold still, sorry. That's when I was like, oh, maybe that worked, because this would have been right when my cycle was due to start. I skipped a few days, so it was probably like 13 or 14 DPO, which is days post-ovulation. So if you can see that line there right above the T, it's very, very faint, but still, it's always going to be faint on these tests because they don't detect much. So this, I think, was maybe the next day. wasn't that impressive, but I didn't use first morning urine either, so I didn't worry about it. And then just because of the weird bleeding, this is the one I did today. This is first morning urine, and I can still see that faint second line. And I could see it while it was wet. You can see it right there. Sorry, I'm going to keep moving the camera because at some point you guys will catch the angle. If you haven't been doing this as long as I have, which is over 5 years now, 5 years later, you really don't see them when they're faint, but you can see the second line there. And I could see it when I took the test, so curious. Anyway, that's why I went and got the progesterone, because if there's anything in there, I figure my progesterone is probably low, and that's why I'm having the breakthrough bleeding. So I'm not going to go spend money on the expensive ones. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not doing it. If I see something that gets darker, because I don't think I even have any more of these cheapies, but I'm going to go ahead and just do the progesterone thing. Pardon me while I swing the view, y'all. Sorry, I got the light in my face because I'm getting ready to end this video so I can, go in here and edit, because I got one that's still uploading right now. Put my new nose ring, well, it is a new nose ring, but I'm not really digging it. It's got this big beaded thing going on here. I'm all over the place. I keep feeling like I got a hair on my nose, so I don't know, this hoop thing might not work. And that's all for the Jen craziness. At some point, I will have another video where I actually color my hair. I plan to do that today. I don't know if it'll happen, because I don't know how long it's going to take me to edit these videos. So, anyway, sorry about the earlier video, because I was filming from the opposite direction where I couldn't see myself. I'm looking in the mirror now. That's the only reason I could see myself. And I realized all kinds of things were off the side of the screen. So they're like, you're going to be like, what the hell are you talking about, Jen? We can't see shit. Yeah, sorry about that. I suck. What can I say? Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know the next episode of Jen Crazy is coming on. Because, you can get it. It's going to come on. I'll talk to y'all later.